What's going on, man? It's your boy Bo. It's the best day of my life. Tomorrow's not promised. Go on, do your little dance while they still playing your song. Now, this story right here is about a young brother that I was locked up with. I don't want to say his real name, so I'm gonna call him Too Short. My man had to been about both son. He was real short, man. He could play ball because he was real fast. I think he had about 2 goals in his mouth, 2 open face or something. Maybe 2 solid. I just remember he had gold teeth in his mouth. He was a thief. Well, he used to steal. I ain't gonna say he was no thief, but he used to steal. I met him in 17. Seemed kind of laid back. And he was encouraging on the basketball court, man. You know, he was the assist guy, but he would get a lot of steals, and he would a lot of rebounds. Real dependable guy on the basketball court. Never had no unlawful or unregulated or disrespectful run-ins with him. It was all funs and games inside the dorm. Had never heard nothing on his name. But then one day I found out that he was a jacker of men. And when I say a jacker of men, I mean that he used to masturbate off guys. Preferably Caucasian males. Not my business, but then how I found out is one day he was in the dorm and I could see the stain of Vaseline on his pants. But I'm just like, that ain't none of my business. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's between you and Jesus. I don't know if he went to trade school. I don't know what he was locked up for. I don't know how much time he had. All I know is he was from Atlanta. And he seemed pretty good, cool. And, you know, minus the masturbating off males. So time goes on. Goes on. I see him again when I am scheduled or relocated to B unit. Now in B unit, he turned into a full-blown bandit. When I say a full-blown bandit, it was like his every awakening moment was to pray on the week. And because of his size, in retrospect, I just think that maybe, and not just him, but a lot of people that I interact with, maybe I've done it to one degree in a different situation, is that to not appear to be prey, you prey upon others. That means you make yourself bigger than what you actually are, and you let it be known that you are despicable when it comes to taking advantage of people. And I know of a few people that he allegedly took advantage of, man. Again, wasn't my business, but I seen how from one unit to another unit, you turned into, you weren't even a big bad wolf. You were just preying on a weaker species. But I think you may have been the weaker species. You just had your momentum going and had that gift of gab, and I guess you were surviving. And a lot of times, I guess, from the homosexual aspect, you was pretending to be a taker so that you would not get taken. Now, that is what it is. Welcome to Alto. Years later, I run into this guy. At the time, I am enrolled at Atlanta Technical College. I am in school for marketing. I'm getting my associates in marketing, and I'm doing pretty good. But what I realized while I was there was I was really reliving my high school years, because I didn't get a chance to graduate and do all the stuff that I was like, man, y'all finna get every last one of these outfits. I'm coming to school every day too. Hey, missing no classes. And I'm passing all my classes. I did not know when you get a full load, they give you a check though. Oh man. That's how I started my moonwalk service and my ice cream trucks. But so Atlanta Technical College is on Metropolitan. So when you get off the freeway, make a right, come on down. Right there on the corner of Metropolitan and whatever that street is, there is a gas station. So I usually stop in the morning. That's my gas station that I stop at. In the afternoon when I get out of class, that's the gas station I stop at because they had a little, I want to say they had a Subway in there. Yeah, I think they might have had a Subway in there. But anyways, so I stop and I see shouting. I'm like, what going on with you, man? So he got a gas can with him. He got a gas can with him, and he like, man, I need a couple of dollars, man. I done ran out of gas. So I'm just like, bro, where you at? Let's get gas up, man. Where you? I gave him a couple of dollars, then I'm just like, where your car broke down at? He just kind of just showed me his gold teeth, bro. He was just like, he just went to laugh. And I was like, bro, I ain't found this way. He ain't found this way. Cause you don't have no car. You don't have no car, man. You out here scheming, man. You out here scheming, and once I called you on, he laughed it off, and then he just made it seem like it was like he ain't really want. I was like, bro, what's going on? Then he just distanced himself from me, like we ain't even know each other. I was like, that's what you got going on, man. That's what you got going on. And then a couple of years later, man, I heard that he had passed away. I don't know how true that was. I ain't seen no obituary, but then I wasn't connected to bro like that. He was a Atlanta shouter, man. I was a Decatur shouter, but it just used to bother me in reference to how you can go to a place. And I say that because I just came out of a meeting and it was pertaining to school grade kids, but you go to you get sentenced. You get sentenced to 10 years, 5 years, 3 or whatever it is. And you're sentenced to this place and you magically supposed to heal yourself. You magically supposed to be rehabilitated. You're fixed. You're habilitated now. I wish it did work like that, but that's not how it goes. If that was the way that it went, then you wouldn't have recidivism. You wouldn't have so many repeated offenders. You wouldn't have career criminals. The system does not help, bro. It just makes you worse. And that the way that it is now, it makes you that much worse. So I'm talking to some teachers and some principals and whatnot. And then the idea of adding mentors, behavior specialists, even anger management to a degree, to middle school kids. I just started looking at the pattern. I say, you suspend a kid for 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. And when that takes place, that kid is sent home. The trauma that he came to school with that caused him to get suspended in the first place, now he's going to that trauma. And isolation is supposed to fix everything. Apparently in the judicial system and the school system. And it's just simply not realistic. If that was the case, then an individual that was suspended for 3 days should never get suspended again. The system is not designed that way. In fact, the system is ran by the people that designed it. And it's working the way that they want it to work. See, a long time ago, I used to think that, man, you get in here with the system and you learn the ropes and you make the world a better place. When in fact, when I started seeing the real red tape, I started realizing that, man, this shit working the way that they want it to work. Yeah, you want these kids to go to prison because your system, to me, it looks obtuse. It looks out of order. It looks irrational. It looks unsanitary. It looks dumb to me because I'm looking at it from a solution perspective. I'm drinking this beauty water that got me thinking different. So I'm trying to resolve issues. You got this thing worked out just how you want it. You got it worked out this way because guess what? In whatever you got going, you getting paid off these prisoners. So I started asking myself, what happened if prisoners stopped breaking the law? If prisons stop breaking the law, then that means that the prison population reduces. That means that your jail is gonna have to find jobs. Your judicial system is gonna have to be, it's different. It's different because now you going to work to put yourself out of work. Why would you do that? Why would you have a career? You know what? I'm not gonna get on my footstool, even though I'm already on it, but the system is not set up to help, bro. And if you're funded by the system, it's almost guaranteed that it will fail. You gotta have another way to get it done, man. You gotta have your own stuff going on. That way you can dictate how things should carry out and what the ultimate goal is. Because anytime that it's funded by the individuals that that this lifestyle is imposed on or opposed upon, it's not gonna work, bro. They need a certain population to live up under the bridge. Not all. Some of us gonna rise, man. We're gonna make it. It don't matter what. You got some kids that it don't matter what kind of situation you put them in, they're gonna rise. But the majority of them, they know what you're gonna do. They know that you're gonna keep these beds full and you're gonna run in place. Thus, the allowance of a certain amount of drugs into the community. The defunct music, the drill, the promoting of the nonsense, the distractions that's not focused on what's really going on, the not taking care of ourselves. There's no promotion in there. There's no reason that every person in my county shouldn't have a fruit or a vegetable growing in their front yard. That's true nurturing, that's true healing, that's true resolution. But those are not the ideas. You have a lot of good ideas and you think that they should be, and you don't understand why people not utilizing those ideas. Guess what? Man, they ain't trying to make them work, man. They ain't trying to make it work. The goal line is that way, bro. The goal, if your motion ain't going that way, then you got a totally different agenda. The only difference is some of y'all realize what agenda y'all on and some of y'all don't. Some of y'all just don't care. You just want your paycheck. Hey man, to each his own. From here on out, bro, when I do something, when I participate in something, I'm gonna know that it's gonna work. And it's gonna put me in a situation where I can do more work. And if it doesn't, I'm not standing at no gas station asking for no gas money and I ain't got no car, man. No, that ain't what's going on. That was not the moral of the story, but at the end of the day, the day got the end. The day is the best day of my life, man. My name is Butler. Gone, do your little dance while they still playing your song.